Hey, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the Ridgestead, and this is our week 3 update for our meat birds. What are we doing today?
We are just gonna pluck them, but we're just gonna put them in the meat tractor today.
We are going to put them in the chicken tractor today so we can pull them around the yard and grow them, right?
Yep.
All right. What? So yeah. So with the kids, we are gonna take the chickens out, put them in the chicken tractor, which we already have their food and water, which I'll show you then. And then we are going to show you how easy it is to clean up this whole entire brooder and the bedding.
Yeah, just filled it up.
All right, Brooksy, out of there. We're gonna go get the chickens. All right, Carter, close this door. Every time I bring a chicken, you're gonna have to open it and then hold it closed, okay?
Got one? Oh, you got two. I got the door. Oh, can I run really fast?
Yeah, so you have to close the door.
I don't have to know.
Okay, just pull it open. Hold it closed. That's all you gotta do right there.
You got it, Chicky. You got locked up. Nowhere to go. Close?
Yep. Go. Alright, so the chickens are in and we're continuing the video from yesterday since my camera decided to overheat in the sun while we were putting them in and kids were being kids, so we had to go inside right away. But Carter's gonna go in right now, fill up their little trough, and I'll show you our setup for our chicken tractor.
Ew.
What?
It smells. How are they gonna just get out of the way when I feed them?
They'll move, they're scared of you.
Oh, okay.
Alright, so open the door and then we will fill up their trough.
So, but we'll figure it out.
They won't. Go right behind you.
Do it.
Go.
Put it in there.
No, you go. You gotta fill it. You're okay. I got you.
Okay. There's no cup in here.
There should be.
I can't see one.
Alright, so for our trough, we have some 3-inch PVC. This actually came with the chicken tractor, but I would have made just the same thing. It's 3-inch or 4-inch PVC, and then you just take about 1/4 inch off of it. Opens up into a trough. You can hang it. They're going to town. And then for our waterer, we got a 7-gallon waterer. Highly recommend getting something big enough where you can have water for about a day or two. Definitely try to switch out the water as much as possible, but this thing comes in really, really handy. I like having it on the blocks just so not a ton of poop and dirt get inside of there. And then I'm just not really a fan of the hanging ones just because the structure is pretty fragile and I think it's just strong enough to hold the trough and the tarp on top. Also, you can see the amount of poop that's in here, and they've only been in here for about 24 hours, and they definitely put a dent into this food and just go to town all day. Definitely a job that the kids like doing. All right, so now that the birds are out in the yard, next I'm gonna clean up our garage and clean up this whole entire brooder. For us, all we have to do is take down the 4 sides, put them out in the yard. And then I basically just fold up this tarp, drag it out to the ATV, take it off to our compost, and dump it in, shovel it in, whatever you gotta do. And then I'll put the tarp with the brooder where I gotta wash it off. If you do a weekly bedding change, you won't have to do what I'm doing, where it's one giant lump of compost basically. You'll be cleaning it out more frequently, but for us, we like to compost it, put it in our garden a year later, or whenever our compost breaks down. If you do it weekly, you don't have to worry about it. It's just a lot more maintenance during the chicken brooder process, where we just like to clean it all up at once. Pretty simple. And then we just keep a tarp to the side that we know is our chicken brooder tarp. I also put all the other waters and feeders out in the yard, wash all those down with a hose. Once those are all washed down, I put them in the driveway to dry. Usually just takes about a day, and then I can put them away up on these shelves, usually about right here, and then the brooder can go up into the rafters. One thing you have to worry about with the chicken poop is if you have dogs, not sure if you want them to eat it. We don't like our dogs eating it, but they get into it all the time. Since we leave our chicken run open, and whenever we let the dogs outside, they basically just run over there and they go to town on all the compost. So they can get fatty liver and get fat from it. And we noticed one of our dogs is kind of gaining some weight, and she's the most known culprit for going into the coop. So watch out for that, or if you don't care, then no big deal. You can kind of wash it out wherever you want. But I like to do it kind of where I can keep an eye out where the dogs won't be going to out of my sight during the day. So what I didn't talk about is we changed the feed at week 3. We went to, it's a 16 or 18% protein finish, and they call it a grower slash finisher at the feed mill that I get it from. But you want to be in that range around week 3, because otherwise these birds will grow too fast with that 22% like starter grower that we were giving the birds. So switch to that and you should be good. So we're still on the 12 on, 12 off for feed, water at all times. Depending on the time of season, you won't be putting your birds out this early at about week 3. Right now at nighttime here, it's about 65-ish, a little bit warmer, which is perfect because that's where we kind of want to be at for our brooder temp, where in the garage it gets 90 during the day. So outside there will be a little bit cooler, actually around mid 80s, and they got some more fresh air and whatnot. But if you were to do this in springtime, you'd probably want to keep them in your brooder until they could handle those colder temps, which might be about after week 4 when they feather out a bit more. What's kind of cool is if you have them out in the elements, they will get their feathers faster. So if it's doable and safe for them, you can do that and they'll get their feathers a bit faster. So with everything cleaned up and the chicks outside, we are wrapping up our week 3 update, and we'll see you for week 4. We'll see you next time.